Hello friends, so welcoming you to a very happy day in my life. As you can see in the video, I am getting my brand new DJI Neo. So this is the first proper drone that I have purchased, and I have been thinking about getting a drone for quite some time. So drones being quite expensive, the entry barrier for any creator to get a drone is fairly high. So getting a drone in India is not that simple. Apart from being fairly expensive, none of the official e-com channels sells drone. It's not allowed, right? So there are these sellers who use different means to import these drones into the country, and then you can get drones from them. So one of such seller was Manish Drone System, and I found that he was fairly near my place, which is in Navi Mumbai. So I reached out to him and I checked with him what are the options available or the lowest price drone available, and that's where he told me that he has a DJI Neo and he is willing to sell it for 30,000 rupees. Now I didn't have any clue about what the Neo was because it had just gotten launched like a month back, and this I'm talking about November. The options that I had in my mind was a DJI Spark, which is sort of an antique drone by this time, and then DJI Mini or Mini 2 or Mini 2 SE. And I was looking for options from where I can buy these in second hand. Now that's where this store came up, and I asked him what all option he had and was the cheapest drone available. And he said that Spark is not available, it has been dead for quite some time. And he has a DJI Neo without the RC controller, for which he wanted 30,000 rupees, and there are a few other drones from DJI which I can come and check. And I told him that I'll be visiting him the next day, which was a Saturday, and that's where you can see me visiting his office, and that's where you can see me looking at the DJI Neo. It was nothing that I had decided beforehand that I'll get this drone, but then I just went ahead with the flow. He also had a DJI Mini 2, again in very good condition, and that was also extremely tempting to me, which was offering at 48,000 rupees, again a very bargain deal. But anyway, I went ahead with the Neo. I don't know for what reason, I don't have any clue even at this point of time. So much so that after I got the drone, I started doing all this research, and I thought that I made a mistake. So I called Manish. That's the name of the person who had that store. I called him up if he can return this drone and exchange it with the Mini 2, and I will pay the difference. He said that that's not possible, and he told me that it's a very good drone. I mean, you should be more than happy with it. And then I checked with him that if he can sell me the remote controller also, because the remote controller is needed for the extended flight. I mean, with the mobile, the limit of how far you can go with the drone that I could find was around 100 to 120 feet. But with the remote, because that supports OcuSync 4, OC4, I think that's the technology DJI uses currently. With that, the range becomes up to 8 kilometers, although the battery that the drone has lasts for around 15-20 minutes, but still the range increases by a large extent. So I told him if I can get the RC. So he had the RC2, which he was asking around 20,000 bucks, again very expensive. The DJI Neo I found also supported RC N3 as well as N2, which are much cheaper because these don't have the display, and in the future I'll be trying to get one of these remotes. But for now I have the DJI Neo Fly More combo with the drone, 3 batteries, and that's it, and I got it for 30,000 rupees. Now the DJI Neo is a very modern drone. I mean, to some extent it's much more modern than even the DJI Mini series. Pairing it is fairly simple. You just have to use the DJI Fly app, which is available on App Store, but for some reason it's not there on Google Play Store, so you have to download it from DJI's website. Now pairing it up is fairly simple. Just remove the camera protector, Then press the power button once and then press and hold it on the second time for a few seconds, and the drone will power itself on and make this sound. And once it's on, go back to the app, click on connection guide, select the DJI Neo from the option of drones. DJI Neo actually supports multiple modes of communication. The first one being connecting via the mobile device, connecting via RC, and then also connecting via RC and goggles. These are again advanced things. I don't have any of the accessories for those, so I connected via my mobile. It also supports completely standalone and individual modes of fly. I will show up further down the video. So with this standalone mode, you don't even need a mobile to do the quick shots, which I'll show further down the video. So this is the screen that you are greeted with. You can see the options that you have in front of you are manual control, follow, drone, circle, rocket, spotlight, boomerang. There is also direction track. So all these are quick shot modes which the drone itself will do most of the efforts, and you just have to tap on the button on the screen, or you just have to press the shoot mode on the drone itself. You don't need to do any sort of manual tweaking to capture these high level shots. So with manual control, you can control the takeoff as well as all sorts of directional movements with the D-pad on the screen. So that's the basic mode of using the drone. Apart from that, you have this high definition quick shots, which will cover most of the use cases in terms of video content that you want to create from the drone. So the first one is the drone, where the drone will just go away from you and then it will return back to give a wide range of view. Next you have the spotlight mode, where the drone will stay at one place and then it will pan towards wherever you move. Next you have the follow mode, while the drone will basically follow you wherever you go. This again will be one of the most commonly used shots that you will see for drones, and the views are just mesmerizing. Then you have the circle mode, while the drone will circle around you at a constant height. So next you have the direction track mode, which is again going to be a very popular mode that will be used for the drone. So it's a mixture of follow as well as spotlight. So it will capture the angle at which the shot had started, and then it will follow you around, keeping that angle constant. So in this case, you can see it is following me from left to right, and it's keeping my face at the front. Next we have the rocket mode, again something that provides some of the best quality drone footages from anywhere and everywhere that you can think of. Just set a normal rocket shot on the drone and you are bound to get a very high quality video footage, no matter wherever you took it from. So finally you have the boomerang mode, where the drone will move up and away from you in a helical fashion. So there you can see in the clip itself. So overall, all these quick shots modes are available to help you create content without any fuss at all. So apart from the quick shots, if you want to click something out of your own imagination, then you have to take over manual control. And then from manual control you get these options of having the joysticks on screen, and with these joysticks you can control the drone's movement upwards, downwards, forwards, backwards, move left, move right, tilt the drone camera up and down. So all these options become available to you, and you are also open to use your entire imagination to create shots of your own desire. I'm attaching some of the shots that I've created through manual mode just to give you some reference. So the DJI Neo supports recording from the smartphone, which means that even though your drone is flying and creating all this buzzing sound, the smartphone's mic will be used to capture the audio, so you can get decent quality audio right from the drone itself. So tapping the settings icon at the bottom right open up the drone options. For the quick shots and smart snaps, you can set the distance from which the shots will be taken as well as the angle. So all these settings can be tweaked. Apart from that, you also get the camera options, wherein you can set the video resolution. So the drone supports up to 4K resolution at 30 fps, and 1080p regular as well as 1080p vertical modes are supported. So there you can see you can set the video resolution and frame rates. Right. Apart from that, the encoding can be done in H.264 as well as H.265. So it's up to you. For more compatibility, H.264 is recommended. Then you have the option of enabling app recording, which means that audio will be recorded on the smartphone directly. So that option also can be tweaked from the settings section. Right. So those were all the basic settings of the drone. And apart from that, you get all these various let's say imperial or metric system that you want to use. Also have the option of waking the drone as well as operating and running it right with your voice commands. Right, I will be using this out. I mean, mostly I'll be using my smartphone to control the drone, so I didn't try these out, but some of these things worked. For example, I could talk to the drone to move away from me and it would move away. So these are fairly simple settings. Once you have the drone, you can try this out. But all in all, the only thing that I would want to add to my view as well as feedback on having used the product is it has been a mind-blowing purchase. I mean, and landing a drone is also as simple as it gets. Even my 2-year-old kid can do it.
Landing.
So finally, whatever shots you take, you just have to open the app, go into the album section. There you will find all the videos that you have captured using the drone, and you can videos as well as images, and you can just download the same directly to your smartphone. Right? It also has some very cool options like Quickshots, with which you can create very short, well crafted and well designed videos right from the DJI Fly app itself that are all social media ready. So all in all, it has been a mind-blowing purchase from me. The love as well as the amazement that I feel towards the product has grown over time. I believe this is a beginner drone that each one of us who wants to have a drone should go for, because it's cheap, it is much more rugged, as well as it has all these safety harness around it, right? So even if I have basically crashed a drone multiple times till now. I have never flown a drone in the past, right? And my experience has been that it's very difficult to damage the drone because of with all the it's It has been caged and protected in a very well formatted design, so it's very difficult to damage the drone. Yes, with the remote it would be a much better deal, because with that you can capture a much more wider degree of, I mean, your scope of work widens a lot. So that is something that can I will definitely get up in the future. But at the same time, the kind of quality that I'm getting with the drone, the kind of footage that I can quickly take with the drone, right, the freedom of having the drone ready for a quick shot at any point of time, right, all these things matter a lot for new content creator. And all these things are something that a drone meets perfectly. There is nothing out there in the market that can do all these things together. So a very good purchase, highly recommended. Anyone who wants a drone should go for it. And yes, my future video I'll try to have drone shots. So yep, see you until next time. And please like and subscribe if you love my content. At the same time, if you have any questions, anything you want to know about the product, please share your comments. I will try to reply to them. So until next time, a very goodbye from my end. Thank you.